All right, I guess we should get started. Happy Thursday, everyone. How are we? Hi. It's been a little while, hasn't it? Just a little while. Whew. Some breaking news happening in Formula One right now. If anyone's not aware of what's been happening today, first it started out with some rumors, but it looks like Lewis Hamilton is moving to Ferrari in 2025. Just 2025. Not 2024, 2025. Let's just make sure that's very clear. It hasn't been officially announced by Mercedes yet, but it looks like pretty strong sources for it. You never know, we could be surprised, it could be something completely different, but it looks like Lewis Hamilton's moving to Ferrari. Interesting move. It means someone at Ferrari is out of a seat. Although, again, this is 2025. We've still got 2024 season to go through. But, you know, someone currently in a Ferrari seat is going to lose it, maybe. And then who's going to take the place of Mercedes? We've got a whole year to find out, essentially. But yeah, kind of big news. It's a bit of a strange one to me, personally. I don't really see Lewis fitting into the Ferrari, team just in the way they operate and stuff. But hey, we'll be surprised, right? Russell and Albon, as in regards to Mercedes, Andrew? Maybe. Mercedes F1 in chat is rooting for Mercedes to win the 2024 Formula One. You're not. I don't see any kind of favoritism whatsoever at all here. Anyway, Alonso to Mercedes. I could see that actually. Maybe. There's reasons why that might not happen as well. But anyway, big news, right? Big news. And now it's all up to who's gonna replace him in Mercedes, what's gonna happen to the people in Ferrari. But again, like I say, we've got a whole season to go first. But this is always going to be hanging in the air above the 2024 season. That this is Lewis's final bout in Mercedes. We'll see. Russell and Albon at Mercedes. Interesting pair. Okay. Well, yeah. Either way, exciting stuff, right? This is the day after we learned that Andretti is not going to be joining Formula One anytime soon. Anyway, might be for a couple of years. I could see F1's reasoning for denying that. I mean, do we need 22 cars on the track right now? Seems busy enough with 20. Anyway, we could discuss that for a long time, couldn't we? Yeah, we'll leave that discussion for some time later, right? And that just means more work for us to have to put extra people in the game. But yeah, 2025 we can potentially look at Lewis being on the Ferrari team. Anyway, moving on from that, that's the breaking news. Moving on from that, shame for Andretti. I mean, it's a shame, but remember, there's a lot to consider for what Formula One has to tick off and the requirements and all this sort of stuff. You could maybe say it's a bit bureaucratic, but yeah. Anyway, get rid of Cash App. So just a little note for the upcoming 2024 season. There's a couple notes here. There are certain so we've got the stake team as part of our licensing for creating a Formula One licensed title. We have certain restrictions on things we can and cannot feature in game. And that may mean that we have to label the stake team differently in game. We're still waiting on what that may be. But just as a precursor to the 2024 season, you may see a difference with how the stake team is advertised in game, and that's why. So FYI, but we'll see. That might change between now and then. But yeah, there are certain restrictions and stuff on what we can and can't do, and gambling companies are one of those. So yeah, FYI, that's something to wait on. Northwestern Europe event currently right now. Quite a range of boosted drivers. Now, I saw someone in chat mentioning the 20-25% stat boost for assets currently during events. We're going to be mixing it up. So yeah, 20-25% is quite a bit. But we're looking at going the other end of the spectrum. And we might come back to 20-25%. And, you know, we'll mix it up a bit because people have been asking for variety. We tried something a little different with the higher boosted percentage, the 20-25, and yeah, we're gonna change it up. Anyway, Northwestern Europe event that's currently taking place this week. Good luck to all. Next week we have the Lunar New Year event. Some of you may have seen this graphic advertising it with a slightly different name. We updated it. It's a Lunar New Year event. It starts next week. We have just the epic versions of Albin, Gasly, and Wildcore boosted. This is a 20% boost as well. 20%? 25%. 25%. So quite a bit there as well. Yeah, Lunar New Year event. And moving on from that, I'm giving you a little sneak peek here because I haven't advertised it anywhere else as yet. But the event after that one is the Spanish Origin event. Now, anyone who's been around F1 Clash for a little bit probably already expected this. But Lunar New Year event. And I just noticed this is actually incorrect. This is actually incorrect. It's not 20% boost. The only thing incorrect about this is the boost percentage. It's not 20%, it's 5%. All right, that's a little sneak peek. I haven't advertised it anywhere else. So Alonso and Sainz will have a 5% stat boost. Just to, you know, mix it up a little bit. So yeah, this graphic has 20. That's what it was originally. And we've since changed it to 5. And for somehow I managed to grab the old graphic. It's 5%. You'll see that in the correct advertisements for it, 5%. Anyway, other than that, you would have seen the announcement in game that the season score for the 2023 season is coming soon. Yes, 5% stat boost. You know, you got to mix things up a little bit, right? Variety, try new stats, try new strategies. 5%. Yeah. See how you like that, right? And then, you know what, maybe we'll go to 30, 50%. You know, you never know. Keep things in the mix. You gotta keep you on your toes, right? Anyway, season 2023 season score is coming soon. I've seen some people saying in Discord that they expect it around March, mid-March. I'm not going to give you exactly when because I don't know the exact date for this just yet. Not far off, but it's about the normal time that we share the season score there. So more details to come, just in regards to season score, the rewards attached to it, and essentially everything around the closing of the 2023 F1 Clash season. We've still got a number of events to go. So yeah, we're not done yet. Not done yet. Will there be a Silverstone event this season? Well, we still have the Great British Origin Series event, David, and that's all I can say at the moment. Yeah, that's all I see on the schedule at the moment. We still have that, so along the lines of the Origin Series event. And we might have some other surprises along the way. Anyway, it's fine. Changes should be made like these. Exactly. You don't want things to be the same every time, right? You want to mix things up. You've got to keep trying different strategies and whatnot. Cup of boost. That, I mean, you should see the cup of boost with the Great British Origin Series event. You should see it. I don't believe that will be changing. Keep an eye out for the event details that I put in Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord, jump into our Discord. That's where you generally see sort of early info in regards to events, exhibitions, etc. Yeah, that's essentially it. Season will change earlier than May? No, season change will always essentially be in May. It would be a very big deal for us to change that. Season score, on the other hand, that time can change. When you see your season score and all the details around it, that can change. Season change will generally always be somewhere in May. Still, always the first officially licensed game to change season, though, just saying, in the year. Always the first. It's a title we hold. Give you some Merlion? Well, season's not over yet. Season's not over yet. Safety car update. Yes, I am actually still waiting for an update myself on this. There was meant to be a fix in update 33 in regards to the safety car. It didn't seem to quite fix it, so I would expect that in update 34, which we should be seeing around March. Update 34 you should be seeing around March. Any planned changes to boosts for next season? Not that I'm aware of. So changes to boosts will come about when stats get rebalanced. It's necessity, unfortunately. I'm not currently aware of all the details that are coming in regards to next season, so I can't quite say. I'm trying to find these details out ASAP so that I can share them ASAP, but we'll need to wait until closer to season change for that. I'm talking to the team about potentially doing another dev diary like what we did for the start of the 2023 season, where we had Gabe and Andres from the development team talking about some of the new features and stuff to the season. Wanting to do something similar to that. I'm actually wanting to do it more frequently as well, but that's a different story. Where we can share some of the details. There's some, I think, nice changes coming to the new season. Some that you'll welcome, but I can't talk about it right now. Anyway, speaking of update 34, which is expected around March. Clubs. There's, I think we can all agree that the clubs feature has been somewhat neglected since its inception some time ago, right? There's lots of requests in regards to improvements for clubs. I've said before that we've got a number of improvements to clubs planned, like very, very big ones planned. The timeline on that is all a bit hazy, but I can't say much just yet. But come update 34, you might see this icon a lot, and the team might get angry with me showing this already, but let's just say it's to do with clubs, and I think you'll enjoy it. Now, precursor to this, there's an initial release with update 34 with this thing to do with clubs. There will be a further update later with an improvement to that. So it's a two-step process. Okay, so just there's something cool coming, and then it's going to get even cooler, is probably the best way to put it. So anyway, clubs. Some more fun with clubs. Let's just put it, I'll share more later, but I'm just going to throw that out there now. Hopefully you enjoy it. That's probably it. There's not a whole lot to share. We're kind of in the middle of two updates at the moment. Like I say, we've got update 34 coming in March. We have a new track coming. We have this clubs thing coming. We have a couple other things. We have some bug fixes in that coming in update 34. Let's just put the breaking news in case anyone's missed it back up. Yeah, we're kind of in between things at the moment. So there is a lot of improvements coming. So I've been having a lot of talks with the team in regards to a lot of common stuff that you guys have been feeding back to us about. Since we're speaking about clubs, actually, a hot topic recently is towing. If you don't know what towing is, I'm not going to tell you. Those who are here who understand what the term towing means, yes, we know what's happening. Yes, we can see you doing it. Yes, we're going to be doing something about it. And while it's not against our terms of service, it is unsportsmanlike, and that may be changing. So we may take action on it if it continues. But we will be making some changes so that towing is not possible. FYI. It's a warning to those who do it. We will be removing that, as well as some other little features I won't name. So yes, improvements to come, fairness to come. We'll leave it at that, shall we? We'll leave it at that. Hello, Azza, by the way. I saw you said hi. Sorry, I didn't ignore it. Hello, hello. Where were we? That was pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And from my side, my role is changing a little bit, so I'm actually required to be doing a few more things outside of the community space. So you may see me a little bit less in Discord. I've always got it open. I'll try to get to it as soon as possible. But yeah, I'm required to do a lot. And so I'm just trying to balance those, but yeah, I'll still be around. You can still DM me. I'll get to them as soon as I can, and tag me in the Discord. I'll get to them as best I can as well. But we're still listening, and we're still watching, so don't think we're not. Can we give the tow players a special frame for next season? Yeah, it's called the band badge. There'll be a big red X, and won't be able to, no, I'm kidding. No, we won't, not yet. What about people putting wrong tires or leaving the car to break just because they lose? Yes, we will. We actually have something in the works, just me, in regards to that. So it's not against our terms of service. It's utilizing in-game mechanics, but we're working on something that will give the player who's playing normally a method of not having to deal with it. Let's put it that way, shall we? We're looking at a solution for that. We've already got one in progress. So yes. So you can leave them to race on wet tires all they want. It's similar with pitting every lap and all that sort of stuff, yes. Working on mechanisms that means you don't have to deal with it. So yeah, we're trying to improve that experience for everyone, and not letting people trying to ruin the game for you, the game experience ultimately, right? You want to have fun, and so let's keep it that way, right? But yeah, that's probably it for me. It's a really quick one. Like I say, we're between updates. There's big stuff coming, but it's a bit too far away for me to mention at the moment. But thought we'd talk about the big news and just some of the stuff, that's on the way that we know about, and little teasers like the club stuff. More details to come on that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Any change to GP groupings? We will be making some changes. From my point of view, at the moment, I don't know when, but from my point of view, we're probably not going to see that before the end of the season, just because of what's involved in actually doing so. But I could be wrong. That could still happen before the end of the season. But just because of the changes required for that, possibly not. But the team is very aware, and they are working on GP grouping changes. So yes, there is changes coming. Timeline is currently unsure. Same with matchmaking. We've got changes coming to matchmaking. Timeline unsure. I'm gonna leave it at that. I've got to run. Very quick stream. Apologies. Not a whole lot to share. Hopefully, when's the next one? Probably in a couple of weeks. I might be on leave. I'll double check. Next couple streams should have some more to share with you. Hopefully, some more details. Anyway, that's me. Have a good one. Have a good race this weekend during the Northwestern Europe event. Good luck to you, and I'll see you in Discord. Bye bye.